everybody. We're back. My first guest tonight has appeared in numerous films, including The Green Mile and her new movie, which she wrote, directed, and stars in, Return to Me. Please welcome Bonnie Hunt. How are you?
Fine. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're doing good. Congratulations. They sent me a copy of the film today so I could see it.
Yeah? What'd you think?
Well, I loved it. I really like the film. The film is great, but this eerie thing is, I guess there's something that the movie studio did. They, to make sure that only I watched the film.
That they put your name?
They put my name on it at the bottom of the screen. They burned it in, Conan O'Brien, and it just comes up like I would say every...
No, Conan, that's actually in the film.
Oh, really? Okay. It's just, I'm that deluded that I'd be like, good move.
What a marketing campaign.
But the weird thing is that it comes up, and then it goes away for a little bit, and then, you know, 15 minutes later, it just comes up. So what's weird is I was watching the movie today, which I did very much enjoy, and I would forget about that. And then something really intense would happen, or weird, and then my name would come up, and I'd be like, ah! You know? Someone would say, like, I'm sorry, but she's dead, and someone would be crying, and then, like, Conan O'Brien. Get that off of there.
I'm sorry, honey. I'll talk to them about that next time.
You've got to talk to them, yeah.
I will.
We had, of course, I know you're aware, one of the stars of the film, David Duchovny, was on our program last night.
Yeah. He is, I mean, he's really a cutie pie.
You can't ask guys that. You can't go like, isn't he a hottie?
I'm not asking him. I was talking to the other. Wow, Conan, you have been working out.
That's not my leg.
Well, hello. Is this thing on? Anyway.
Hello. No, he was here last night discussing the film and promoting it.
Yeah, he's been really, you know, David's really excited because the movie's really great and David's so good in it. And he's been guaranteeing people, because the movie's PG rated, even though it's, you know, it's for us, our age group.
Yeah.
It is very sweet and old fashioned, and David said that he has a personal guarantee that if you bring a date to the movie, you will have sex after the movie.
Yeah.
Even though there's no sex in the movie.
He put it a little more crudely than that last night,
well,
but yeah, he did.
Did he say it last night? You can say what he said, but I can't.
Yeah, he guaranteed. Well, can we? Can you say that? Or do we have to bleep it? You can't really say it, can you? That's just an audience member telling me you can't say it. I was looking for my producer, and an audience member was like, I wouldn't do it. He basically did promise that you will, if you're a guy...
We said it. I mean, we don't have to be any more blatant than that.
Exactly.
And I've actually made the same promise to my husband. If he goes to see the movie, I will have sex with him.
The embargo will be lifted, yeah. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yes, you do.
So are you having you're obviously here in New York, you're promoting for the film. Are you doing anything fun while you're here besides the work?
Well, we've been working a lot. I mean, really long days. But Robin Williams has been in town promoting this thing he's doing on the internet, where he's going to have like this radio show thing on the internet, which is going to be really cool. And his wife called me and said, oh, you know, do you want to meet Robin for dinner? And I said, yeah, that'd be great. And she said, okay, well, it's going to be Robin and Roberto Bernini.
Dinner with both of them?
Yeah, it's like I'm like a grandma with two chihuahuas. Guys, what an experience. And Roberto's sitting here, and then his wife was on this side, so his wife would be, oh, Bunny, how are you? So nice to meet you. And then Roberto's like, Bunny, and I was like this every time he talked to me. It was just really a scream. And then, this is the greatest, Robert De Niro came in at the restaurant. So he came over to the table.
I hope this isn't an Arby's. I hope this is a nice restaurant. You guys just all have your trays. It's De Niro!
We were all in line. Do you want a milk, chocolate, or white? Remember that in school?
He really came in and he sat down?
Well, I came over to the table to say hello.
Right.
So I was really, by this time now, I'm getting along with Roberto really, really well. We're having a blast. I mean, come on. And so I say to him in Italian, "Ho bisogno di sesso con Robert De Niro," as we meet Robert De Niro. So Mr. De Niro's standing there, and Roberto's shaking his hand, and it looks like I'm saying something like, you know, here's Robert De Niro. But I'm actually saying I need to have sex with Robert De Niro to make Roberto laugh. So after Robert De Niro leaves, Robin says to Roberto Bernini, what were you laughing at so hard? And he says, well, Bonnie says to me in Italian, well, Robert's standing right there, I need to have sex with Robert De Niro. And Robin goes, he speaks Italian. So instead of this, I was like, what? Yeah.
But De Niro's cool about it. He's like, I know.
Yeah, really,
wait
I
your
hear
turn.
that all the to him, that's like nice to meet you to him. Yeah.
You have You have a, speaking of famous people, you have a great cast. Minnie Driver, I'm a big Minnie Driver fan.
Oh, Minnie's so great in the movie. You know, how lucky am I to have these people? It's my first movie, and they like said, yes, I'll do it.
And Jim Belushi's in the film. He's very funny. Yeah,
He's funny,
are you
and
friends with him?
From Second City.
Yeah.
And Jim's great. He's really, I think he's really sexy, too. I mean,
Can't help you.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Andy, no.
I think he's dreamy.
Yeah.
He is, you know. I like a man I can climb. That's kind of my type, you know. And but Jim, you guys, you know, it's really dangerous when you're directing a movie and I like to let people improvise because that's what I love to do. But you never know what their interpretation is going to be. And there's a scene in the movie that's very, very sad.
That was the leg. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
My prosthetic leg. Yeah. Go ahead.
Where we're in the hospital, it's a very sad scene, and everybody's kind of like, you know, right here emotionally. And I turned to Jim and I said, Jim, you know, we've done a couple takes, it's getting kind of stale. If you want to improvise anything, let's just go with it the next time. And he says, okay. So I go, action, it's really quiet. So we're kind of standing there, and Jim walks over. He starts trying to make out with me.
Uh-huh.
And I go, cut!
This is the...
I go, Jim, what are you doing? He goes, well, for me, you know, whenever I experience tragedy, I get really horny. Well, you know, it's not going to work in this particular situation.
That's not true of most humans. Keep that to yourself.
Well, that's his unique style.
We have a, I think we have a clip from the film, and is Jim Belushi's in this clip?
Yeah, Jim's in this one. Yeah, what's I know? Is that hysterical?
I'm just imagining it. I'm just thinking, like, God, I hope Jim Belushi's never in a plane crash.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if he is, and you're stranded.
It's like, get off me!
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my flotation device.
It's broken. Get your tongue out of my mouth. Yeah. All right, what's the clip? Okay, so this is Minnie Driver and I are in my character's kitchen in the movie, and she's dating David Duchovny and kind of bragging about him, and I'm saying he's okay, but he's nothing like my husband, Jim.
Okay, I'll take a
look
look
at this
clip
by Belushi.
from Return to Me.
You should, because he's perfect, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, he is.
Don't get me wrong, he's no Joe.
Honey,
Yes, dear.
Foster got sick all over my shirt. I gave him a baby towel and all. I put him in his PJs. He's going to sleep in our bed. Again. Kid keeps getting sick. Should have given that pepperoni pizza. What?
Maybe you should put on a shirt, because I don't think Grace will ever be satisfied by another man.
Should I let him in? I'm a bad cat.
He's all muscle.
I can't do that. You need the muscle to do that.
I do the same thing later on, actually, in a different scene.
I like that scene. It's very good.
Yeah, yeah.
You cast your entire family in this movie, pretty much. Is that right?
Well, I had a hard time getting into it. I auditioned for myself 4 times.
You couldn't get in.
Asked myself to stop exercising, gain a little weight.
That's right.
Yeah, just for the role.
Yeah, right. These are the problems a writer-director has, yes.
Well, I was very lucky. You know, I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and the thrill now is seeing the audiences have such a good time at the movie. But the biggest part of it is having my mom's in the movie. She's so cute, you know. She has a little scene with Carol O'Connor, just a couple lines. But she would be on the set sometimes at night, and I'd forget because I'm kind of in my work environment, and my mom would be there because we're shooting in the old neighborhood in Chicago. So one night it's getting really late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm standing there, and I go, I said, oh, my gosh. I said, damn it, out loud. You know, who doesn't?
Right.
And I feel this in the back of my head. I look around, just don't ever use that kind of language. This is my mother. So a crew guy comes up and he goes, Ben, I've been doing these movies, what, 22 years? Never seen a director get slapped by their mother for swearing. It was such a great moment.
It keeps you humble, yeah.
Sure.
You're not going to be an egomaniac. Well, congratulations. The film is, the film is great, and Return to Me is in theaters now. Is tonight the first night? Friday?
Yeah, it opens tonight. You guys go, because you really love it.
Bonnie Hunt, thank you so much for coming. Continued success. Bonnie Hunt, everybody. We'll take a break. When we come back, Willem Dafoe going to be joining us. So stick around.